Hey guys, Chris here. In this video, we're going to talk about the brand new and just revealed Hyundai Ioniq 6. Their new sporty flagship electric sedan, which in my opinion looks amazing. So in this video, I'm going to talk you guys through some of the details, some of the stats, and also if I'm actually going to get one, because this is a car that gets me excited like few cars have as of late. So guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Chris. I have this channel dedicated to EVs. I do range tests, I do reviews, I do charging tests, and I also do the ownership experience where I buy EVs and take you guys along on the trip. Like this car, which is my Porsche Taycan 4 Cross Turismo, which I bought back in February. So if you like EV content, please be sure to drop a thumbs up, a like on the video down below. Thank you very much. It really helps out with the videos. And also, if you like Hyundais, if you like Porsches, if you like EVs in general and want to see more videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Thank you very much. Okay guys, so the Hyundai Ioniq 6. Let me know first off down below before we start the video, what do you think about the exterior styling of this car? Because I get that it can be a little bit polarizing, like something like a Kia EV6, where in photos it was like meh, but in real life I actually think it looks really good. I actually prefer the EV6 to the Hyundai Ioniq 5 most of the times, but the Ioniq 5 also looks pretty darn good. But the Ioniq 6 looks completely different, takes a departure left lane compared to the Ioniq 5. And I have to say, I really like it. As much as I like the Ioniq 5, I think it's a little bit gimmicky, and I think it's going to age not as well as the EV6. That's my personal opinion. We all have different tastes, so let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the Ioniq 6's exterior styling. I think it looks great. It looks a little bit out there. It kind of resembles the American Hyundai Sonata with that sweeping body shape, and I just think it works. You know, if this looks good in photos, in real life, it's going to look stunning. I think it's going to look stunning. That sweep with that spoiler at the end, yeah, I really, really like it. So I'm pretty excited to see it in real life. Hopefully, I will be able to attend, you know, the premiere, the world launch, wherever it may be, because yes, I'm on crutches now, but in 4 to 6 weeks, well, depending on when this video is uploaded, but from filming date, I'm going to be back on my feet. So for you guys who don't know, I had surgery earlier this year. I'm on crutches. But yeah, and that means I had to forego the launch of the Kia EV6 GT in Stockholm, which was just a few days ago, like yesterday, 2 days ago, unfortunately. But yeah, soon I'm back, guys. But that's enough of a digression. But I can't wait, because hopefully I'm going to attend the launch of that car and report back to you guys what it's going to look like. So that is the exterior styling. What gets me a little bit less excited is the interior, because I'm not the hugest fan of Hyundai interiors. I like the build quality, and mostly I like the styling, but what I'm not a huge fan of is the steering wheel buttons, the layout, the ergonomics. It's just a little bit confusing compared to other cars. You know, other cars do it better. My favorite has to be Audi, and then maybe Polestar. Porsche is pretty nice, though it's a little bit lacking, but everything is logically laid out, and you have physical buttons for everything, so you don't have, you know, any gimmickry. Oh, sorry guys, that's this music. Sorry. But yeah, it's really easy to use, and that's one of the weaknesses in Hyundai's, in my opinion. Even Kia does it better, in my opinion. And also the infotainment system. So you have two beautiful screens, which are like 12 point something inches each. You have one for the driver display, and then you have the infotainment system. The one for the driver display is just a bit lacking in customization. You don't have map view, and not my favorite, you know, graphics wise and interface use wise. And also the infotainment system, also not one of the best. I mean, like both Polestar and Tesla do it much better. Even Audi is up there, in my opinion. Even this Porsche infotainment system, which is just maybe a little bit better than average, is much better than what you find in the Hyundai. So, you know, until they improve this area here, driving experience cluster, it's not my favorite, but I do like the interior. But what I do really like about the new Hyundai Ioniq 6 is that it's basically the Ioniq 5, but in a saloon form, with much better aerodynamics, and you're going to get that same 800 volt architecture on the eGMP platform. You're going to get all-wheel drive in, the top model before there's an N version. That gives you 320 horsepower, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 5.1 seconds, and that's 77.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, giving that car a claim range of more than 600 kilometers, which is insane. I just did a video on this car here, getting an update and getting 526 kilometers of rated range from the WLTP, but 600 plus, that is impressive, because again, the Ioniq 5, a disappointment when I did a range test on that car. I'm going to link a video in the description box down below, and it does much worse than its corporate cousin, the EV6. So we all know that that eGMP platform with, again, that 800 volt architecture, that 77.4 or 77.3 kilowatt hour battery pack really can perform, especially in charging times. We're going to get 10 to 80% in about 18 minutes, though I haven't seen those times. I've seen like 22 and 25. Still, it is capable of 240 kilowatts of peak charging. It all sounds like a very, very appealing package, and it's really interesting because as these EVs have been launched, we've seen a lot of these crossovers, because we're in crossover craze since, I don't know, the 2000s or 90s in the US and 2000s here in Europe. People just want crossovers. But with EVs comes, an appreciation for efficiency, meaning that more people are moving into non-crossovers like this EV6, and you're getting that added benefit of that extra range. Because I'm just going to do a quick calculation, because if the EV6, the Ioniq 6, I do apologize, can do about 70% of its WLTP rated range, where that's the numbers I usually see between 60 and 70%, this car being, aerodynamic, that's going to give you a real world motorway range of 420 kilometers, which is very, very good, guys. Just let's be honest, that's 4 hours on the road at motorway speeds before you have to stop and charge. I usually stop just to get something to drink, maybe go to the toilet every 2 to 3 hours. So having, to wait 4 hours to stop is really impressive. So I'm excited about this car, and if they price it, maybe a little bit more than the Ioniq 5 or around that price point, it's going to be a very appealing and competitive package. And I don't know of any other car that's on the market or coming to the market in this form factor, this big saloon, because it's like 4.9 meters long. It's almost as big as this car in its footprint, so almost the size of a Tesla Model S. And if it's going to cost, with that all-wheel drive system and that big battery pack, like, I don't know, 55,000 euros, maybe 60,000 euros, fully spec'd, $55,000, $60,000, so maybe 550,000 kroners, about 600,000 kroners, fully spec'd, it's going to undercut a lot of the competition. I mean, we're talking like Tesla Model 3 long range money for a much larger car, and a car that, from my experience with Hyundai, is going to be much more quiet and much more comfortable. Now that is an appealing package, and that's why it gets me excited. So guys, let me know what you think down below of the new Hyundai Ioniq 6. And I'm really seriously, considering getting one of those when they come out later. Well, it's probably going to be next year. So guys, let me know what you think down below. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.